The world used to love Amber Heard, and now she is one of the most hated people in the spotlight. Even after her divorce, she reached one of the best moments in her career. She was in DC's Aquaman, and then became the spokesperson for L'Oreal Paris, and an ambassador for women's rights. But the tables are beginning to turn, and here's why. And make sure to watch until the end because we're going to be talking about the real reasons that Amber Heard is hated by the entire world today. Before we do that, I'm Sona Kim. It's a pleasure. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss an upload. And if you need help, then message me on Instagram because I reply to everybody on there. Amber Heard is realizing that her career as an actress is coming to an end fast. She was kicked off the cast for Aquaman 2 and received plenty of hate from the public about the L'Oreal having her as the spokesperson on her brand, and now she was allegedly fired from them. Her plan to play victim and ruin Johnny Depp's career is rapidly backfiring. This first came to light in 2021 after Johnny Depp was fired from Warner Bros. And also Pirates of the Caribbean by Disney. It was because Amber posted an article claiming that she was a victim of domestic abuse. Though she didn't say Depp's name, she let the public fill in the blanks because the context clues in the piece dated back to when her and Depp were married. This caused the public to start to point their fingers at Depp and called him a wife beater. No one believes now that Amber was a victim because Johnny showed in court undeniable text evidence and audio evidence that showed Amber was actually doing the abusing towards him. This then was taken to court because Johnny filed a defamation lawsuit against her after he was fired from Pirates 6. Now Amber can face up to 3 years in prison if she is found guilty of manipulating evidence against Johnny Depp and also defaming him to the level that she went to. She had the people fooled. She had Johnny Depp fooled into thinking that she was really with him for him. And she even fooled some of the biggest brands in the entire world to make her the face of their brand. It is no shock that the entire world is starting to hate Amber Heard because they're starting to realize that she only did these things to progress her own career. It seems like she was playing victim to progress her own career. And it seems like she married Johnny Depp so she could star in bigger Hollywood film. It's no surprise why in 2015 after she married Depp, she had the biggest year of her career. She was starring in multiple music videos and more. And it was no surprise that after her and Depp divorced 15 months later, her net worth skyrocketed 8 times from the divorce. And then when she spoke about being abused by Johnny Depp, she tried to do this to progress her career even further. She took advantage of the system at place that's giving people power that should not have power. This is simply another Boy Who Cried Wolf scenario, where she claims that she was abused and people fought to defend her. They shamed Disney for keeping a man on set who was a wife beater. But something she didn't realize until it was too late was that people hate the feeling of being fooled. They hate the feeling of being played. It's like the villain that fools some really nice person into giving them more and more. We the viewers know what they're doing, and we're waiting for that person to see the truth. And then they finally do at the end of the movie and then they get what they deserve. When someone does you dirty, or you think that you can trust them and then they go behind your back and do something shady, you want to trust them again. But it's impossible to trust them fully because you're thinking in the back of your head, if they did it once, they could do it again. They say that once a cheater, always a cheater. Another stepping stone that follows the theory that she was using Depp to advance her career is that how come her and Depp get married in 2015 and then they divorce 15 months later, but then Amber said that she started to date and also see Elon Musk in May of 2016. That means if Depp and Amber Heard married in February exactly of 2015 and then she started seeing Elon Musk in 2016 and more specifically 2016 of May, that means literally probably the day of their divorce she was literally in bed with Elon Musk that night. Because according to math, 15 months after February of 2015 is May of 2016. But she claims that her and Elon were only friends before they got together. That's literally something that every cheater says. A brick knows that's a damn lie. When I got cheated on by this girl that I dated for over a year, and I caught her in bed with my best friend, she started off by talking about how they text and that they're really good friends, that he helps her with her work and whatnot. But then I walk in on her in bed with him when I was going to surprise her. We all know there's something shady going on there. If there is romantic tension there, there's romantic tension there, just admit it. Amber takes the crowd of people to be dumb, that we are expected to believe that she had Elon Elon Musk spend the night while she was married to Depp, and he was caught in the elevator holding her from behind like a couple would, but they didn't start anything romantic until the day of their divorce. Like, come on, you're telling me that they did not flirt or anything when Elon Musk spent the night? That's the thing, is that with cheaters, there's always a double standard. They're always blaming their significant other that they didn't give him this and they didn't give her that, and that's why they cheated. The lines, they get a little blurry when they're feeling chemistry. Flirting to everybody else seems like casual conversation to them in the moment. I guarantee you, if we had them mic'd up while they were together and spending the night, and they didn't know that they were being recorded, I bet my entire bank account that there was some level of romantic tension and flirting going on there. I bet it was like a good romance movie. Because nobody jumps into a relationship the same month that their marriage just ended, unless there was something already going on behind the scenes. But she proceeds to say that nothing happened and they didn't get together until after the divorce. Maybe that's true, but what I tell guys when they are joining my program is that when you are talking to a girl and you do everything right, upon first meeting the girl and getting into a relationship should take on average about 8 weeks. Even if you have wicked game, it will still take about 2 months for the girl to have developed her feelings enough to consider a relationship with you. This only means that feelings were being developed behind the scenes. I'm not even sitting here saying that Johnny Depp is perfect, and rarely in a relationship failing is one person to blame. Commonly, guys will just get divorced and come to my program for help, and then I'll be like, okay, well, what was the problem? And they're like, she was a bitch and she was this and blah 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 blah. All that tells me is if the guy is saying that it was 95% her, is probably at least 50% him. Or vice versa if a woman comes to me and says the same thing. Amber Heard was playing the victim card all until Johnny Depp released all of those audios and messages in the court case about how she was abusing him. That's the problem with our culture nowadays, is that it's okay for a woman to punch a man in the face. This is considered okay? And when a man punches a woman in the face, he should go to jail for the rest of his life. And I agree, when a man punches a woman, he should go to jail. I just don't think it's okay for a woman to punch her man in the face. I am literally on the side of don't punch your spouse in the face. It's not right on any ground whatsoever. It's just that Amber Heard's evidence against Johnny Depp's evidence is very minuscule, because there's literally audios and text messages of Heard literally admitting that she was doing this. I'm just confused on how they have all these audios of each other during their marriage. That's always a really good sign of a relationship, when they are constantly recording each other to use against each other in court. Which wraps us back to the main point, is that at first when this trial started, the impression was that Johnny Depp beat up Amber Heard and that was it. And after more evidence started to come out that confirmed the opposite, that's when people started to hate Amber Heard. Like I said, people don't like the feeling that they are being manipulated or they're feeling stupid. Especially when you get up to this level of following and you've tried to fool everybody into thinking that you are a victim of this. Just so that you can get into the biggest brands in the entire world, the biggest films in the entire world. And you can literally see on paper how much people hated this feeling, because there was a signature document released taking her off of Aquaman 2. Over 400,000 people signed it. It's much better to admit the truth that you need some help, rather than trying harder than ever to fool the public. And if you have to try harder to fool the public, then chances are you have something to hide. So let's see what she has to say during her testimony, posted probably I think like today. I'm Sona Kim, America's face of dating, and if you need help then message me on Instagram. And I will see you in the next video.